Uh, hey guys, Six Sharp here, and I decided to do a live stream. Gonna be reacting to Jimbo Fisher's press conference because it's the biggest thing right now, apparently. So, yeah, let's. There's nobody in here, but they'll watch it later. But we're gonna be reacting to Jimbo Fisher's press conference because he apparently had a rage and he was pretty upset about it. So then, of course, I don't know. Nobody's in here. They're gonna watch it later, though. I mean, of course. Does this look better? Or this? Or the screen is full? Yeah, we'll do it like this, because why not? We'll do it like that. As you can see, I got the video already pulled up. Let's pull up the vid. Here, let me make it full screen. Yeah, it takes a while for him to walk out. Let me go to the part where he does. Because I don't want you guys to just sit here and just watch nothing. All right, here we go. Turn up the volume. Let me see if the. Move out of the way, little volume thing. Move out of the way. Why did it pause? Trying to see if the volume's up. Yeah. So you guys should be able to hear it. If you don't, I'm sorry.
Audio level's good.
Well, make sure my mic. Yeah, my mic's on.
Coach, like to respond to some comments made last night in Alabama?
Yes, I will. First of all, I'll say it's a shame that we have to do this. It's really despicable. It's despicable that somebody can say things about somebody and an organization. More importantly, 17-year-old kids. You're taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their families. And they broke state laws. They're all money. We bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken.
Yeah,
Nothing
right.
was done wrong. It was all
right.
and the way we do things, the ethics in which we do things, and these families, it's despicable that a reputable head coach could come out and say this when he doesn't get his way or things don't go his way.
I'm going to pause this for a second. If you guys don't know what's going on, apparently Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban are in a little bit of a feud right now. Because Nick Saban, he was accusing Jimbo Fisher of buying players, which, of course, in today's age, it's legal. It's legal. You're allowed to do it now. You're allowed to buy players now in college football. You're allowed to do it now. I think both these guys, both Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher, are being crybabies, in my opinion. Nick Saban, because he's out here crying about Jimbo Fisher buying players, even though, let's be honest, it's legal now. It's literally legal now. And Nick Saban needs to act like he hasn't done it before. He needs to act like Alabama hasn't bought players before. Alabama's bought players in the past. Just stop. Stop, Saban. And also stop Jimbo Fisher. He's out here crying, acting like he hasn't bought players. You bought players too, man. Just stop. Stop. Seriously, stop. Like, that's what I don't understand. People just need to realize that we live in a new age of college football where you're allowed to pay for players. But you know what? That's enough with me. Let's just get on to the video.
The narcissist in him doesn't allow those things to happen. It's ridiculous. But when he's not on top, and the parity in college football he's been talking about, go talk to coaches who coach for him. You'll find out all the parity. Go dig into wherever he's been. You can find out anything. And it's a shame that you got to sit here and defend 17-year-old kids and families in Texas A&M because we do things right. We're always going to do things right. But we're always going to be here. We're doing a heck of a job. These coaches have done a great job. Our players have done a great job. The whole organization of recruiting people.
Yeah, you've done such a great job, legit using NIL just to go 8-4. But I'm a Vol fan. I can't really talk. We're probably about to use NIL. I'm about to go like 7-5 again. So
it's despicable that we got to sit there at this level of ball and say these things to defend the people of this organization, the kids, 17-year-old kids, and their families. It's amazing. Some people think they're God. Go dig into how God did his deal. You may find out about a guy that a lot of things you don't want to know. We built him up to be the czar of football. Go dig into his past. Or anybody.
And now Jimbo starts basically taking shots at Saban. He's basically saying that Saban thinks He's basically saying that Saban is out here thinking that he's God. That's what Jimbo is saying right there. He's basically saying that Saban thinks that he's God. Saban thinks that himself is God. Well, I mean, he is the greatest football coach in college football history. But of course, Saban is out here crying about people buying players and acting like he hasn't done it before. But you know what? It's whatever. It's just whatever. Both these guys are just crybabies, to be honest. Let's just continue in the video.
Anybody's ever coached with him. You can find out anything you want to find out. What he does and how he does it. And it's despicable. It really is. And it's a shame we have to sit up here and have this conversation about things we do. And it's personal to us? Yes, it is. It's personal to A&M. It's personal to our players. It's personal to our coaches and everybody involved. And I know the guy. Know him really well. It's amazing that we're allowed to do those things. It's really despicable. And I hate it. For our players who are coming here, who did things the right way, have done things the right way, and will continue to do things the right way, I apologize to you that people insult you publicly the way they're doing. And our fans, I apologize to you guys for people saying those things about Texas A&M. I promise you this: there are no violations. There are nothing wrong. It's the second time we've had to do this with grown men who don't get their way and want to pout, throw a fit, and act up. Just go ask all the people who work for him.
Oh, taking more shots at Saban.
I always said this. My dad always told me this: when people show you who they are, believe them. He's showing you who he is.
Questions? To the left, Olin.
A couple of things, Jimbo. First of all, have you had any contact with Nick since?
No. Oh, he's called.
You just didn't take the call?
Not going to.
And
he shows you who he is.
Oh,
then
taking more shots.
great
Look at him taking more shots at Saban. Look at him. Oh my! Can you imagine the game? I'm pretty sure the A&M Alabama game is on October 8th. Everybody's going to be watching that game. College game day needs to go to that game. I don't care if A&M's legit one of the worst teams in the SEC next season. I don't care if Alabama somehow sucks next season. College game day better go to that game. They better. Because that is going to be a treat. It is going to be a treat. To see how these players react, to see how the coaches react. it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be amazing. Like I'm quoting Lane Kiffin here. When October 8th comes, get your popcorn ready.
And then I just wanted
You got all the advantages. It's easy.
And I just wanted to just put it point blank. So no players in you're saying that no players in
There's no
22
bylaws of
received any
anything,
money
whatever
or-
promised, done, anything that goes against the laws of the state of Texas. And it's insulting to say a 17-year-old and his family broke laws. No.
Down front, Brent.
You know, y'all have both spoken so highly of each other in the past in terms of what y'all done in your previous relationships. So how disappointing was it to hear that from him, you know, in terms of, you know, a mentor type?
It's discipline. No, I wasn't. No, listen, you coach with people like Bobby Bowden and learn how to do things. You coach with other people and learn how not to do things.
Oh,
People don't-
more shots at Saban. More shots at Saban. He's firing more and more shots at Saban, bro. He said you can learn from Bobby Bowden, but with Saban, you don't learn nothing. Which, in a way, you could say it's true. Not really. I mean, Saban, he's had some assistants who's failed over the last few years. Of course, probably technically his two most successful assistants are obviously Kirby Smart, and then the second most, I'd probably say Jimbo Fisher. I'm pretty sure those are the only two Saban assistants that have, one, beat Alabama, and two, won a national championships. And won a national championship, I mean. Those were definitely, in my opinion, two of the more successful former assistants of Nick Saban. Those were definitely the two most successful. If you had to throw a third in there, who would be a third? Lane Kiffin, maybe? Mel Tucker is a Saban assistant, I'm pretty sure. Maybe throw Mel Tucker in there. Mel Tucker was a Saban assistant, right? I don't know. Or maybe he was I don't know. But, of course, definitely the two most successful Saban assistants are definitely Jimbo Fisher and Kirby Smart, because those are the only two to beat Saban, and those are the only two to win a national championship.
People don't go, I ain't went back and worked for him. With opportunity.
Coach back behind the
Don't be
lines.
associated with it.
Coaches, is this an area where you would want to see the league office and the SEC, the commissioner's office, get involved if coaches are putting out specific accusations
Yeah,
of
that's their
violations?
job. That's fine. I'm sure they will. They'll reprimand and say something, and we'll move on, I guess. But this is about our players and Texas A&M and the people who work here and the coaches here. That's what this is about. Make a mistake. We're not going anywhere. We have still a lot of work to do. We're not where we want to be. This is going to be a great program, and we're building it into a great program.
Maybe. I mean,
Any other questions down front, Travis?
A&M, they're kind of building up. I mean, they are recruiting well. I mean, basically, they are recruiting well. They're getting talent. The thing that it comes down to is coaching now. Coaching decides on whether A&M is a boom or bust this season. A&M could actually be a pretty good team this season. They really could. It depends on how well coaching does and play calling. They have the talent, but will it all matter at the end?
I know everyone saw the initial post from Sliced Bread or whatever, but where do you feel like this is coming from?
You got me. Sliced bread. Well, but I mean, when coaches say that, come on, man. Especially, never mind. The operation and tactics of certain people who say them, and anybody who coach with him know them, anybody out there in this business knows it. Amazing. Just go where he's been.
and I know that you don't necessarily, you can't have the conversation with people who do NILs or have that contact, but would you like to see the collective that does
I would
support
like to
A&M?
find unified rules across this country to put things in place. That's what I want. Well, I don't know what those are. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I don't know what the antitrust laws, all those bylaws. So the government needs to step in because these things
The
here.
government.
And what's funny,
What does he mean the government needs to step in? He's wanting the government to do something? About what? What's the government going to do?
in that talk, right before he said that about us, wasn't he soliciting funds from the crowd? It's amazing, wasn't it?
To the left,
Well,
Rob.
when you walk on water, I guess it don't matter.
Howdy, Coach. So you've told us how you don't look at social media. Tell us about when you found out about. I'm right here, Coach.
Mark Robinson called me.
Okay, and how important was it for you to have this press conference so that you could defend your players and
I'm
your
not
program?
defending anybody. I'm just giving you the truth. Because I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. And our program has nothing to hide. Be interested if everybody can say that.
Down front, Brent.
Is there some thought on collectives, schools, programs, collectives, universities, collectives? Are you aware of what they do, how they go about it, and
No, I'm
so
not.
forth? Okay. So
Not
you have
involved in
no
that, sir.
knowledge of any of
They
that?
have collectives. I know there's a collective here. I don't know who's got what, when's got what. Had no idea last year. That is not what we do or what we're about.
To say that's by design, you saying, hey, I'm staying out of this?
Yeah, I mean, how am I going to? I mean, I have no sponsorships in those things. And that's the truth. Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing. You can call me anything you want to call me. You ain't calling me a cheat. I don't cheat and I don't lie. So I learned that when I was a kid. If you did, the old man slapped you side of the head. Maybe somebody should have slapped him.
Ooh. More
That's
shots
one
at
thing
Saban. He's basically saying that Saban is a liar and a cheater. That's what Jimbo Fisher is basically saying. That Saban, I mean, that's basically what he's saying, right? He said that his father would slap him across the wrist if he was caught lying or cheating. And he said maybe someone should do that to him, referring to Saban. So is he basically calling Saban a liar and a cheater? I think that's what he's doing. I think he's basically calling Saban a liar and a cheater. Man, Jimbo out here taking shots at Saban. I'd like to see Saban have his own press conference just out of spite. Just out of spite. But I don't think he will. But definitely when you see Saban at another press conference, they're definitely going to ask him about what he thinks about Jimbo Fisher's press conference. And Nick Saban, I bet he's probably going to be like, no comment, no comment. That's what he's probably going to say. He's going to be like, they're going to be like, Saban, sir, have you saw the Jimbo Fisher press conference, and what are your thoughts? If you saw it, what are your thoughts on the Jimbo Fisher press conference, Mr. Saban? He'd probably just be like, no comment, no comment. That's what he would say.
You don't. Now you're fooling with our name. That don't. From Texas A&M name, you're saying with those kids' names and our name. I'll put it with any of them.
Front left, Olin.
Coach SEC.
I ain't into that. I wasn't raised that way.
Yeah, Jimbo, SEC spring meetings are coming up, the media days in a couple of months, and then October 8th.
Media days. Oh my goodness. Media days is going to be amazing. Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban are basically going to be in the same building. You know the building's about to implode. My goodness. Media days is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. SEC Media Days is now a must-watch. SEC Media Days is now a must-watch. It'd be crazy if they actually did this just to boost up the ratings for SEC Media Days. That would just be actually hilarious.
You think that's, is it going to be awkward
Ain't awkward about what?
when you have to face it or have to?
I don't mind confrontation.
Oh,
Lived with it
okay.
my whole life. Kind of like it myself.
Oh,
Anything else? Rob and Travis?
Backing away from it wasn't the way I was raised.
Coach, what do you say to your players about something like this?
Keep doing the right things and believe in yourself. And I'm sorry that people say those things about you, but I will defend you because I know nothing was wrong. That's what it's about. It's all about setting an example.
I mean, listen, you got to give it up to Jimbo. He's out here defending his team. I mean, you got to give it to him. He's out here trying to defend his team, even though he just said that he was out here defending nobody. You said he was out here defending nobody like earlier, and now you're out here defending somebody. Make up your mind, Jimbo. Make up your mind.
Examples for players and bringing value and all those good, talks we have. He has. You know what I mean? Live it. Amazing.
We'll go Travis and then Brent.
When you talk about uniform
Set
legislation,
the hell of an example.
when you talk about uniform legislation, would you like to see that the schools be able to have a little bit more ability to?
Listen, I don't know that. I don't know what's right. It just needs to be uniform across the board. And it's hard because the government's going to have to get involved with it. I'm not into that. I just know that what we did was nothing wrong, not done the wrong way. Nothing was promised, nothing was deal, and we didn't buy any players.
Been in this business a long time.
A long time. And
Seen a lot of things.
It's disgusting to what we're into right now, especially by the people who are throwing the darts, who have no glass in their house.
My question was, is this the most upset, disappointed, angry you've been about something in your coaching career?
It's despicable for what it does for the sport. And the operations, the way things were done the other way, when the parity was there, like we said, never has been parity. Certain people never follow the rules anyway. No, I didn't say that. It's a misstatement.
All right, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. That's the end of the press conference. Well, let me just, wow. Wow. Well, this live stream's been going on almost 30 minutes now. There's one person watching, apparently. I didn't know that. But, man, Jimbo Fisher just out here taking shots at Nick Saban. Man, SEC Media Days is going to be a must-watch. SEC Media Days has now become a must-watch. It's going to be amazing. I just love, there were Tennessee fans who actually made memes about this, showing pictures of Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher fighting while Josh Heupel's just standing there in the corner, just being relaxed. Because we already know Tennessee is out here buying players. We already know. But hey, we're doing it legally. It's legal now. So guess what? You can't give us any sanctions. Yeah, man. But I think I'm gonna end the stream. So man, they're gonna need Bryant-Denny Stadium is gonna have to add some extra seating because that game, it's gonna be a sellout. It's gonna be a sellout. Calling it right now. It's gonna be a sellout crowd. They're gonna have to add some seating for some extra fans who aren't even a fan of either Alabama or A&M. They just want to go and see hell break loose. That would just, my goodness. But yes, also, if you're wondering, I got a haircut. But I'm going to end this video right now. See you guys next time. Bye.